right, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Wednesday. We are on a little bit earlier today because I got off work early. And anytime I can start at 7 o'clock Eastern instead of 8 o'clock Eastern, I'm going to jump at it. We have a doubleheader for you here today. We'll have the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. We'll start things off, and then we'll have the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. We'll have more about that game when we get there. First off, our first game tonight. The Ravens come in at 3-8. They are currently in last place in the AFC East. In fact, if the Ravens lose this game today, they would be mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. The Bengals come in at 4-7. They're not much better. The Bengals have to win to keep their slim playoff hopes alive in the AFC wildcard hunt. If they lose, they would not be eliminated, but they'd be close. So it's basically a must-win for both teams here today. Let's take a look at the standings. Evil Dead is now 84-67, and that puts him 17 games under 500. Evil Dead is taking the Bengals in this one. Penn and Getty is 11-13 on the season, 2 games under. He's also taking the Bengals in this one. They are at pinball tonight, but they gave me their picks ahead of time. Gracie is 63-65, 2 games under, and she's taking the Ravens. And Misty, who's been on a roll as of late, she's 66-61. You're 5 games over, Misty. On a roll, you've gotten 5 in a row right. And she's also taking the purple team, the Ravens. Kick and Uncle is 13-18, and we'll have to wait and see when he gets here who he wants to take. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let's head out to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati for this one. Ravens-Bengals here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. It's the Ravens and the Bengals. And welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along on this Wednesday, an hour early today. The Bengals will get the opening kickoff underway from rain-swept Cincinnati, Ohio. From the 7-yard line, Jefferson brings it back over to the 30-yard line. On the return, Gary Jefferson, the 4th-year receiver out of Notre Dame. And that's where the Bengals will have it, 1st and 10. Led by their starting quarterback, Max Johnson, in his 3rd year out of North Carolina. Maximum Johnson is what we call him. He's in his final year of a 3-year contract with the Bengals. Cincinnati will start from their own 30-yard line. 48 degrees, rain showers here in Cincinnati this afternoon. Johnson in the shotgun. 4 wide. Austin in motion. Johnson fakes the handoff. Johnson throws, caught by Austin, turns upfield, and Nick Austin, a big gain, out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 15 for the 13th year tight end out of Texas, Nick Austin. And that'll be a Bengal first down. First play of the game, out the gate, they get a first down. On the tackle, number 31, Vince Ellington, the 8th-year defensive back out of Indiana. First and 10 Bengals at their own 45. Granger hands off, and he gets 2 yards. Let's take a look at the Bengal offense. Up front, McHale, Barnhill, Cousins, Manning, and Sims. And then it'll be Hicks, Terrell, Granger, Austin, and Wheeler. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 47-yard line. Opening drive just underway here from Cincinnati. Week 12. The Ravens at 3 and 8. The Bengals at 4 and 7. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Eric Granger again. Gets the first down and more. Granger into the secondary. All the way down to the 27-yard line. It's a 26-yard gain for Eric Granger, the 6th year back out of UCLA. And that'll be a Bengal first down. Haven't seen Kickin' Uncle here yet today. I don't have his pick yet. I've got everybody else's. As we watch the replay. Nice opening drive by Cincinnati so far. Again, if the Ravens lose, they are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. First and 10 from the 27-yard line of the Ravens. 4 wide. 3 to the far side. Johnson back. Johnson throws outside, caught by Austin. And Austin down to the 20-yard line. A gain of 7 will be 2nd and 3. Misty's going somewhere. She's waving bye-bye. Okay. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. Bengals come out at the Raven 20-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun. Palmer in motion. Johnson looking, throws near side, caught by Granger out of the backfield, down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 9, and that'll be another Cincinnati first down. Tackle made by Anderson. Bryce Anderson, the 9th-year defensive back out of Georgia. But that'll be a Bengal first down. First and goal. I think. Now he may be outside the 10. Yep, not first and goal. First and 10 from the 11-yard line. They get a first down at about the 1. Bengals come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Johnson hands off to Terrell up the middle. And Terrell down to the 3-yard line. Willie Terrell, the rookie out of Houston. A gain of 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 3. Cole Nelson on the tackle. 9th-year safety out of Miami. Nice opening drive by Cincinnati, just methodically marching down the field here. 2nd and 1 from the 3. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Johnson under center. Johnson draws back, throws, caught by Jefferson. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown catch by Gary Jefferson, the 4th-year receiver out of Notre Dame. And the Bengals march down the field off the opening kickoff and get a touchdown. And quite frankly, Cincinnati made it look easy. Baltimore didn't put up much resistance on that drive. And I know Luke Jones will come on for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Bengals lead it 7-0. 4:56 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. We have the Saints and the Bears from Chicago after this one. We'll be in the Windy City for that one. Hopefully the weather's better. We've had a lot of rain games and overcast games this week. Luke Jones would kick off for Cincinnati. If you're watching, feel free to chat. We'll respond. We don't mind. Luke Jones will kick if you have questions or comments. About 3 yards deep. Clark brings it back out. Dion Clark over the 20 and out to the 25-yard line. Starting quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens is Key Harris, the 5th-year quarterback out of Grambling State, number 11. 3 seasons ago, he led the Ravens to a Super Bowl win. But the Ravens have hit hard times as of late. They're 3-8 coming in. Baltimore will start at their own 25. 4:51 left in the first quarter, down by 7. This will be the Ravens' opening drive of the game. Ravens come out, 3 to the near side. Harris under center. Harris, play action, throws, caught by Burns. And that's Lawrence Burns out to the 36-yard line, a gain of 11. And that'll be a Raven first down. The 9th-year receiver out of Oregon State, Lawrence Burns. Kick it, Uncle. I need a pick. Who do you got? You're the only one I don't have a pick on yet. Which team you taking, kicking? Gracie's here. Says hi. Evil Dead's at pinball tonight. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Harris hands off to Woody Marks. And Marks all the way out to the 49-yard line. A gain of 13. And that'll be a Baltimore first down. Kick it. I need a pick. Give me a pick. Ravens. Thank you. Kicking is 13-18 on the season now. 5 games under. Because he keeps picking against Evil Dead. Evil Dead took the Bengals in this one, so you're picking against him again. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Ravens at their own 49-yard line. Harris under center. Harris to Marks. And Woody Marks picks up 5 to the 46. Let's take a look at the Baltimore offense. Up front, Diggs, Young, Walker, Carter, and Arianis. And then it's Burns, Clark, Marks, Wright, and Guy. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 46-yard line. Coming up on 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. 3 wide for Baltimore to the far side. Harris in the shotgun. Harris hands off to Clark. And Dion Clark a couple of yards out to the 42. Here's the Bengal defense. They play a 4-3. Langford, Jordan, Green, and Holmes up front. Linebackers, Charles, Wilson, and Gray. And the secondary, Phillips, Jackson, Smith, and Holmes. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Ravens at the Bengal 42-yard line. Bengals up 7-0. Ravens come out in the I. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Woody Marks. Gets the first down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Ravens. Once again, we're on earlier tonight than we normally are. We came on at 7 Eastern instead of 8. I got off work early today. And anytime I have a chance to start at 7 Eastern, I'm going to take it. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Harris fakes the handoff. Harris throws and incomplete. Looking for Woody Marks. Nathan Langford was out there defending, the 12th-year defensive end out of LSU. Normally during a weeknight, during the week, I'm on at 8 o'clock Eastern. But we had a chance to come on an hour early today. Like tomorrow night and Friday, I'll be on at 8 Eastern. 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. Harris drops back, throws, and Burns makes the catch out to the 36, but just a 1-yard gain. Make it a 2-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 8. Tackle made by the linebacker, Logan Harris, the 4th-year linebacker out of Texas Tech. No, just a doubleheader tonight kicking. Just a doubleheader. Just 2 games. 3rd and 8 from the 36. 3 to the near side. Harris in the shotgun. Harris fakes the handoff. Harris rolls out. He's going to take off. And Key Harris picks up the first down to the 24. A gain of 12. First down, Ravens. I have some things I have to take care of tonight once I get done with my 2 ball games. And I have an extra hour to do so now. Henry Jackson on the tackle for Baltimore, or for the Bengals. The 5th-year defensive back out of Texas. 1:30 left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Ravens at the Bengal 24. In the offset eye, Harris under center. Harris to Marks, and Marks gets hit in the backfield. Loss of a yard. Lacey Holmes on the tackle. 5th-year defensive end out of Houston. Loss of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12. We'll have the Saints and the Bears after this. We'll head to Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up on 1 minute left in the first. On 2nd and 12. In the offset eye, Harris under center. Harris throws deep, caught by Ferguson. Touchdown, Ravens. Jake Ferguson, a 25-yard touchdown catch. The rookie tight end out of Texas. The Bengals score a touchdown on their opening drive, and the Ravens score a touchdown on their opening drive. And now Baltimore can tie things up. Everett Moore comes on, the rookie out of Miami, for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 7. 48 seconds left to play. Here from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. Both teams fighting to keep their very slim playoff hopes alive. If the Ravens lose, they are out of the playoffs, mathematically speaking. Yeah, the Cocaine Bears, they're up next against the Saints. How's Kickin' Uncle been today? Hope you've been doing well. Luke Jones will kick off. Oh, not Jones. Everett Moore. From the 7-yard line, Jefferson over the 20, 25. And Gary Jefferson out to the 33-yard line, and that's where the Bengals will take over. 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. We're tied at 7. Max Johnson, the quarterback, comes out. 3rd-year quarterback out of North Carolina. First and 10, Cincinnati. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson hands off to Eric Granger. And Granger picks up a yard. Let's take a look at the Ravens defense. They play a 3-4. Kane, Owens, and Riddick up front. Linebackers, Bryant, Westbrook, Gaddis, and Clements. And the secondary, Ellington, Nelson, Tucker, and Young. We're down to 30 seconds left in the first quarter. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Bengals at their own 34-yard line. This might be the last play of the quarter. Johnson in the gun. Johnson hands off to Granger, weaving his way, not sure where to go. Picks up 2 yards out to the 36-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7. Isaac Young on the tackle. And that's the end of the first quarter. We're tied at 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio, on the shores of the Ohio River. Across the river is Covington, Kentucky. 3rd and 7 for the Bengals at their own 36-yard line as we start the second quarter. We're tied at 7. Bengals come out. 2 receivers off to the side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson looking, throws outside, caught by Wheeler, out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 8. Henry Wheeler, the 4th-year receiver out of Georgia, and that'll be a Cincinnati first down. On the tackle, number 22, that's Cole Nelson, 9th-year safety out of Miami. 1st and 10. Bengals now at their own 44. Bengals come out in the offset I formation. Johnson hands off to Granger around the outside, and Granger will pick up a yard, and that'll be it. Not even that much. Cole Nelson led the charge around the outside to make the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 10, Cincinnati at their own 45. Bengals come out. Johnson under center. 2nd and 10. Johnson to Granger again. And Granger a yard to the 46. Rushing yards hard to come by here so far in this one. Both run defenses playing well. It'll be 3rd and 9. Bryce Anderson came up. The safety made the tackle. 3rd and 9 from the 46. Bengals own 46-yard line. 6:45 and counting here in the first half. 4 wide. Johnson under center. Johnson draws back. Looking, steps up, rolls out, and gets sacked back at the 44-yard line. Kevin Riddick on the sack. Loss of just a yard, but it's still a sack. The 11th-year defensive end out of Dayton. And Cincinnati is going to have to punt. .6:20 and counting in the half. Zach Everett back to punt, the 2nd-year punter out of Michigan. Everett gets the punt away. And that'll be fielded by Brand at the 12. And Robert Brand, the 3rd-year receiver out of North Texas, brings it out to the 16-yard line. All right, who do they play next week in Week 13? Let's find out. All right, here we go. Baltimore next week. Looking at the schedule. Where are they? Let's see. They host San Francisco, the Ravens, next week. And Cincinnati next week at Pittsburgh. 1st and 10, Baltimore at their own 16-yard line. In the I formation. Harris Play action. Throws. And caught by Burns out to the 28-yard line. Lawrence Burns on the catch. Good for 12 yards and a Baltimore first down. Kim Phillips came up, made the tackle. The fifth-year defensive back out of Duke. And that'll be a Raven first down at their own 28. In the rain here in Cincinnati. 5:40 left to play in the half. Harris under center. Kill the Bengals, Kick and Uncle says. Woody Marks out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Jacob Green on the tackle. Woody Marks, the running back in his 3rd year out of USC. Second and 8 for the Ravens. 4 receivers set wide. They're at the 30-yard line. Harris, draw play to Marks up the middle, and Woody Marks picks up the first down out to the 39. A gain of 9, and that'll be a Raven first down. Henry Jackson, the defensive back, came up, made the tackle. Evil Dead and Penny Getty are at pinball tonight, where they have their pinball league. They might put me up on the big screen tonight. That'd be great. I need the exposure. 1st and 10 in the offset eye. Harris under center. Harris, play action. Harris is going to take off, and Key Harris across midfield gets the first down to the 49-yard line. A gain of 12. The 5th-year quarterback out of Grambling State, Key Harris. First down, Ravens. Coming up to make the tackle, number 54, Jay Charles, in his 3rd year out of MTSU. First and 10 for the Ravens. Into Bengal territory. Harris in the shotgun. Harris fakes the handoff. Throws deep downfield. He's got a man. Crowder, touchdown. Zach Crowder, a 49-yard touchdown catch. The rookie receiver out of Ohio State. And the Ravens go up 13-7. There you go, Kick and Uncle. Kick and Uncle took the Ravens in this one. Zach Crowder got a step and he was gone. Touchdown, Baltimore. And now Everett Moore will come on for the extra point to put the Ravens up by 7. Moore for the PAT. Kick is up. And it's good. Ravens lead it 14-7. 3:59 left to play here in the first half. Live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. The 3-8 Ravens, the 4-7 Bengals. Well, we've got the Saints and the Bears up next. We'll be in Chicago. That'll be the second game of our doubleheader tonight. Everett Moore will kick off for Baltimore on a chilly, overcast, and wet afternoon here in Cincinnati. Actually, Dave Justice, the punter, does the kickoff duties for the Ravens. So Justice will kick off. It'll be fielded a yard deep by Turner, brings it out over the 15-20. And Turner, James Turner, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Tennessee, brings it out to the 23-yard line. And that's where the Bengals will have it, 1st and 10. Max Johnson comes back out. Plenty of time for the Bengals to tie this up. 3:55 still to play here in the second quarter. Great to have you along on this Wednesday. The first half of our doubleheader tonight. Johnson under center. Johnson looking. Johnson throws. And Austin can't hold on. Cole Nelson was there on the coverage and helped to break that up for the Ravens. It'll be 2nd and 10. 3:52 left in the half. Bengals come out this time on 2nd and 10 from the 23. Johnson under center. Hands off to Granger. And Eric Granger picks up a few yards, 3 out to the 26-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. Tackle made by Aaron Westbrook, the 5th-year linebacker out of Florida. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7 at their own 26-yard line. Everybody in tight, but they still have 4 wide. Johnson under center. Johnson draws back. Johnson looking. Throws deep downfield. Caught by Ryder Hicks out to the 46-yard line. A 28-yard reception by Ryder Hicks, the 2nd-year receiver out of the University of Oregon. And the Bengals had the ball in Raven territory, trying to tie this one back up. Tackle was made by Corey Tucker, the 2nd-year safety out of Arkansas, but it's still a first down for the Bengals. Clock is moving, 3:15 and counting. Bengals come out in the offset eye. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger again, and Granger makes his way to the 42-yard line. A gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd and 6. Tackle made by Terry Bryant in his 14th year out of Fresno State, the linebacker. Under 3 minutes left in the first half. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Johnson in the shotgun. 2nd and 6. Hands off to Granger up the middle, and Granger with a first down. 10 yards down to the 32-yard line. And that'll be a Cincinnati first down. Cole Nelson, the safety, he's been busy, makes the tackle. .225 and counting. Bengals come out. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Lewis this time. And that's Mark Lewis, the rookie out of Tennessee, down to the 26-yard line. A gain of 6. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. Cole Nelson on the tackle. But that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning, as the Ravens are up 14-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. 2 minutes left in the first half. Ravens up 14-7, but the Bengals are trying to tie the game up before halftime. It's been a good game so far. It's gone back and forth. On 2nd and 4, Johnson under center. Johnson draws back, throws, caught by Butler, picks up the first down inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line. That's Tim Butler, the rookie out of Texas A&M, the tight end. And that'll be a Bengal first down. Gain of 16 yards, down to the 10-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. On the 10, outside the 10. Both teams still with 3 timeouts. It's outside the 10, so they can get a first down at about the half-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson looking, throws quickly to Austin. Touchdown, Bengals! Nick Austin, an 11-yard touchdown catch. The 13th year tight end out of Texas. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this one up. And it's been a great first half. It's gone back and forth. Two teams fighting for their playoff lives. And now Luke Jones will come on for the extra point. Jones for the PAT is up, and it is good. We're tied at 14. 1:27 left here in the first half. Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio, Week 12. Here at Jammin' Sports. Evil Dead and Penny Getty took the Bengals. Kickin' Uncle, Misty, and Gracie all took the Ravens. I'm curious to see who Kickin' Uncle takes in the next game. Saints and Bears. Evil Dead took the Saints, and Penny Getty took the Bears for the next game. Bengals will kick off. Luke Jones will kick. Fielded at the 8-yard line by Brand. And Robert Brand out over the 30, out to the 33-yard line. Not a bad return for the third-year receiver out of North Texas. Ravens now, they still have all three of their timeouts. A chance for them to take the lead going into halftime. Baltimore does get the second half kickoff. Yep. Oh, you're going with the Cocaine Bears? All right. We'll put Kickin' Uncle down for Chicago next game. First and 10, Baltimore, 4 wide. Key Harris, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Harris looks downfield. Harris in trouble now, is going to get sacked back at the 21-yard line. Lacey Holmes on the sack. A loss of 12 yards. It'll be 2nd and 22 for the Ravens. It's been raining all throughout the Midwest here this week. Here in Week 12. However, in Chicago, I don't think it's raining in Chicago. Let me find out. No, it is not raining in Chicago. 2nd and 22. Harris drops back. Harris throws deep, caught by Wright. Griffin Wright, 7 yards out to the 28-yard line. And now the Bengals take a timeout. Why did Cincinnati? I think they took an injury timeout. A gain of 7, and that'll bring up 3rd and 15 for the Ravens. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow as well. Let's go over that. It'll be the Jets and the Colts, followed by the Eagles and the Chiefs. And then on Friday, we'll have a doubleheader. It'll be the Panthers and the Broncos, followed by the Rams and the 49ers. 3rd and 15 from the 28-yard line. In the I formation, Harris under center. Harris hands off to Woody Marks. And Marks will lose a yard back to the 27-yard line. And the Bengals take another timeout. They want to have a chance to score. They want to get the ball back. It'll be 4th and 16 for Baltimore. They'll have to punt from their own 27-yard line. David Justice will come out. I mentioned last night we're working on the rosters for Sim Season 38. Next season, we're going to be using Madden 18. We're going to go back a year. We don't like the newer games, but 18 and 19 are good. A lot of people want me to use 18 again, so we'll go back. Dave Justice gets the punt away. From the 14, Jefferson brings it back over the 30. And Gary Jefferson out to the 36-yard line. Looking forward to using Madden 18 again. I haven't used that since Sim Season 25. But I still have a copy and already working on the rosters. 1st and 10. Let's see if the Bengals, well, they only have 20 seconds until halftime. Let's see what they can do here. Johnson under center. Johnson drops back, throws, gets it out to Palmer. Chris Palmer out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 4. Bengals take a timeout. Their final timeout with 17 seconds left. Vince Ellington on the tackle for the Ravens. '18 is just as good as 19. There's a few differences, subtle, but overall a good game. I just want to change things up. 2nd and 6 from the 40-yard line. Everybody in tight. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger. And Granger to the 42. Bengals in the hurry up. If you're going to hurry up, why did you run? Makes no sense. Johnson back on 3rd down. Johnson's going to get sacked. And the Ravens take a timeout with 1 second left. A loss of 3 yards on the sack. I think the Ravens want to try to set up a punt return. So we'll have one more play before halftime. Back to punt. Oh, the Ravens, Bengals say, screw that. We're just going to run a play. In the shotgun, Johnson on 4th and 7. Johnson steps up. He's going to throw it deep. Hail Mary time. Wheeler can't hold on. Halftime. Halftime score. Ravens 14. Bengals 14. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. We get set to start the second half. We have a good one here. Ravens and Bengals tied at 14. Baltimore will get the second half kickoff with a chance to take the lead. There's the kick. It'll be fielded at the 9 by Brand, who brings it out over the 20. And out to the 28-yard line, Robert Brand on the return. 1st and 10, Baltimore in the rain here in Cincinnati. Our report out of Chicago is partly cloudy. No rain in Chicago for our next game. Saints and Bears after this. First and 10, Ravens. They'll have it at their own 28 in a tie ball game. Total yardage almost the same, 151 to 158. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Woody Marks. And Marks out to the 33-yard line, a gain of 5. Make it a gain of 4, be 2nd and 6. Tackle made by number 50, Santonio Gray, 4th-year linebacker out of Florida. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 33-yard line. Ravens come out 4 wide. Harris in the gun. Harris to Clark, and Deion Clark looks like he may have lost a yard. Now they say no gain. as Lacey Holmes made the tackle for the Bengals. And that's going to bring up third down for Baltimore. 3rd and 6 at their own 32-yard line. We're tied at 14. 7 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Ravens come out, 3 to the near side. Harris under center. Harris drops back. Harris throws, caught by Burns. And Lawrence Burns 8 yards out to the 40-yard line. And a Baltimore first down. As the clock keeps moving. Burns in his 9th year out of Oregon State. Tackle made by the linebacker Logan Harris in his 4th year out of Texas Tech. First and 10 Ravens at their own 40. 3 receivers off to the far side. Harris in the shotgun. Harris to Clark. And Deion Clark picks up a yard to the 41-yard line. Logan Harris on the tackle again. It'll be 2nd and 8. A 2-yard gain for the Ravens. Three to the near side. Harris drops back. Harris looking. Harris fires and caught by Lawrence Burns, and he's out of bounds at the 44 as he crosses midfield. Be a 15-yard gain, and that'll be a Baltimore first down. As he ran out of bounds. .554 left to play here in the third quarter. On 1st and 10. Ravens, 3 receivers out to the far side. Harris in the shotgun. Harris hands off to Clark. And Deion Clark to the 41, a gain of 3. Making a gain of 4. Kevin Wilson on the tackle, the linebacker. That'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Ravens at the Bengal 41-yard line. Four wide for the Bengals, or for the Ravens. Harris in the shotgun. Draw play to Clark. And Deion Clark to the 36-yard line. 4th year back out of East Carolina. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2 after the 4-yard gain. Lacey Holmes on the tackle. Under 5 minutes left in the third quarter, but still tied at 14. That was our score at halftime. On 3rd and 2 for the Ravens. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Harris hands off to Woody Marks, picks up the first down to the 31-yard line, a gain of 5. First down, Ravens. That'll move the chains. Misty and Gracie headed to Walmart. They just let me know. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. It's been a long drive to start the third quarter. The Bengals have yet to touch the football. Harris on first down throws, and it's broken up, knocked down by Santonio Gray, the 4th-year linebacker out of Florida. The intended receiver was number 82, Tyson Pounder, the rookie out of Penn State. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens at the Bengal 31-yard line. Harris in the gun, 4 wide. Harris looking. Harris throws, and Crowder can't hold on. That pass was broken up by Kim Phillips, 5th-year defensive back out of Duke. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Ravens now at the Bengal 31-yard line. As Phillips slapped that one away. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 31-yard line. Ravens come out. 3 to the near side. Harris in the shotgun. Back already. On 3rd and 10, Harris. Play action, throws deep, and Crowder makes the catch at the 13-yard line. A gain of 18 yards. Zach Crowder, the rookie out of Ohio State. First down, Ravens at the Bengal 13-yard line. Logan Harris on the tackle. An exceedingly long drive for Baltimore to start the third quarter. The Bengals have yet to touch the football. Great pass where only he could catch it. Just beyond the reach of Logan Harris. First and 10, Ravens at the Bengal 13. 4 wide for Baltimore. Harris in the gun. Harris, draw play to Clark up the middle. And Deion Clark to the 9-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. This is like a 17, 18-yard or 18-play drive so far. Ravens just eating up time here in the third quarter. Massive drive. 2nd and 5 from the 9. 4 wide for the Ravens. Harris in the gun. Harris to Clark. And Deion Clark pushing forward down to the 5. A gain of 4 yards. And they'll bring up 3rd and 1. Finally making the tackle, number 34, Trayon Taylor, the 7th-year safety out of Connecticut. 3rd and 1 from the 5. Ravens come out in the offset eye. Harris under center. Harris draws back, throws, caught by Brand. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown catch by Robert Brand, the 3rd-year receiver out of North Texas. And the Ravens go up 20-14. He was open down the middle. In the NFL, that's open. Nobody was covering him. He had Bengals on either side of him, but they weren't covering him. Everett Moore will come on for the extra point. There you go, kicking. Kick is up, and it's good. Ravens lead at 21-14, 2:45 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. Saints and Bears up next. We'll be in Chicago. Still a lot of time left in this one. 2:45 here in the third quarter. Ravens only up by 7. But that drive ate up about 75% of the third quarter. And now the Bengals will finally get the ball for the first time here in the second half. Dave Justice will kick out. And he kicks that one through the end zone. Turner has to down it about 9 yards deep. Touchback. And the Bengals will have it at the 25-yard line. First and 10, Cincinnati. Let's see if they can come back and tie the game up. Ravens trying to stave off elimination with a win here today. On first and 10, Johnson under center. Johnson fakes the handoff, looking, and now Johnson's going to take off. And Max Johnson all the way out to the 45-yard line, a 20-yard scramble for a Bengal first down. Tackle made by James Gaddis, the 7th-year linebacker out of Colorado State. But it's a Bengal first down. Jimmy Jam here with you on this Wednesday along with Kickin' Uncle. Kickin', why aren't you a moderator? I can make you one. First and 10 from the 45. I need one. I don't have a moderator here tonight.
Here we go.
First and 10. Johnson hands off to Granger up the middle, and Granger to the 50-yard line, a gain of 5. Be 2nd and 5. Aaron Westbrook on the tackle. Let's see if I can't rectify that. He's kicking Uncle 313. Second and 5 from the 50-yard line. Johnson hands off to Granger. Picks up a yard to the 49-yard line. All right, let's see here. Kicking Uncle 313. Let's try that again. Didn't take it. Kicking Uncle 313. There he is. Moderator. Save. All right. 3rd and 4 from the 49. Johnson in the shotgun. Looks downfield. Throws. Caught by Wheeler. 10 yards down to the 39-yard line. And that'll be a Bengal first down. Henry Wheeler, the 4th-year receiver out of Georgia. Kick and Uncle, you are now a moderator. Aaron Westbrook came up, made the tackle. Nobody can put you in timeout anymore. Only person that can is me. 1st and 10 from the 39. 4 wide for the Bengals. Johnson under center. Johnson fakes the handoff. It's a blitz from the outside. They get him back at the 47-yard line. Sack made by Kevin Riddick, the 11th-year defensive end out of Dayton. A loss of 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 18 for the Bengals. Back at the Raven 47-yard line. Kick and Uncle, do me a favor. Post something. Just anything. Just say, go Ravens go, or something. I don't know. 2nd and 18 for the 47-yard line. Evil's a mod, and you're now a mod. In the I formation, Granger up the middle, and Granger to the 44-yard line, a gain of 3. Clements came over, made the tackle, the linebacker, Taylor Clements, in his 4th year out of Stanford. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Ravens up 21-14 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. We go to the 4th quarter. Ravens lead the Bengals 21-14. The Ravens trying to survive to another week. If the Bengals come back and win, the Ravens are out of the playoffs. I'll take out the trash this time, Kick and Uncle, unless you want to do it. Kick and take out the trash for me. 3rd and 15. Johnson to Granger down to the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 7. You only got half of it back. It'll be 4th and 8. Do me a favor there, Kicking, and Boot, take out the trash there. Here, I'll do it. Just click on the name and then boot them. It was a bot. And the Bengals are going to try a field goal now. This will be from 54 yards, and it's way off the mark. Luke Jones, it was wide right. It remains a 21-14 lead for the Ravens here in the 4th quarter. Kicking Uncle's got to like that. He took the Ravens in this one. Oh, that was your friend, the bot? Now, that was a bot. It verified it here on my end. Key Harris comes back out. His stats on the day, not bad. Ravens lead it 21-14 with 7:42 left. See if the Ravens can put it away here on this drive. The Bengals desperately need a stop. They desperately need a turnover is what they need. We haven't had a turnover in this game. 1st and 10, Baltimore. They come out in the I formation. Harris under center. Harris fakes the handoff. It's a blitz, and Lacy Holmes on the sack. There'll be a loss of 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd and 17 for the Ravens. Lacy Holmes, the defensive end, in his 5th year out of Houston, trying to keep the Bengals in this game. Kick and Uncle deleted Kick and Uncle. You deleted yourself? Why would you do that? On 2nd and 17, Harris in the shotgun. Harris fakes the handoff. Harris throws and caught by Zach Crowder to the Bengal 39-yard line. A 24-yard gain to Zach Crowder into Bengal territory. Ravens on the move. Any type of score puts them up by 2 possessions. Trying to salt this one away. Under 7 minutes left to play in regulation. Ravens up 21-14. Bengals desperately need a turnover. Everybody in tight. Harris in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Harris hands off to Woody Marks. And Marks to the 37-yard line. A gain of 2. And that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Tackle made by Kevin Wilson, the 8th-year linebacker out of Maryland. I'm a chud. I'm a chud. On 2nd and 8. Ravens come out. Harris in the shotgun. Harris to Clark. And Deion Clark breaking tackles. Close to the marker, down to the 30-yard line. He needed 8. He got 7. It'll be 3rd and 1. As we're coming up on 6 minutes left to play. Tackle made by Trayon Taylor, the safety. Now, I'm pretty sure Kick and Uncle doesn't like either team. But in my NFL, the Ravens are in the AFC East, not the AFC Central. So those teams don't have to worry about the Ravens. In the I formation, 3rd and 1. Harris, they pick up the blitz. Harris scrambling. And now Harris takes off and picks up the 1st down with his feet down to the 28-yard line, a gain of 2 yards. 1st down, Baltimore. Yeah, my AFC East is the Patriots, Jets, Dolphins, Bills, and Ravens. In my AFC Central is Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and the Colts. And then my AFC West is the Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos, and Seahawks. It's a 14-team conference, just like the NFC. I'm only using 28 of the 32 teams. 1st and 10, Baltimore from the 28-yard line, using the scheduling formula that they used from 1978 to 1993. Harris, 1st down, throws, and it's picked off. The Bengals needed a pick, and they got one. Taylor Holmes, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Nebraska, picks it off for the Bengals and brings it back to the 22-yard line. And now the Bengals can tie the game up. The first turnover of the game. His real name is Taylor. They call him Taz. Taz Holmes. And now Max Johnson comes out. Third-year quarterback out of North Carolina. Plenty of time, 5:08 on the clock. And the Bengals will start from their own 22-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Johnson under center.
Come on, let's go. 190.
Johnson draws back. Johnson looking, throws, dumps it up. Oh, Granger can't hold on. He took a shot, though, from Vince Ellington, the defensive back. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 22-yard line. This one could be going down to the wire. 2nd and 10. Cincinnati from their own 22-yard line. 5:04 to play. Bengals come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson draws back. It's a blitz. Throws out. Oh, it's picked off by Bryant. Easy peasy pick 6. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 17-yard pick 6 by Terry Bryant, the 14th-year linebacker out of Fresno State. I don't think Johnson saw him there. And it's an easy waltz into the end zone for a touchdown. 17 yards officially on the interception return for a touchdown. And now the Ravens go up by 2 scores as their defense comes up big. You got to like that kicking. Still just under 5 minutes left. But the Ravens are now up by 2 touchdowns. And now Everett Moore for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. Ravens lead at 28-14. 4:59 left. There you go, kicking. He's liking that. Live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 12. Here at Jammin' Sports, the final weekend of November. It's Thanksgiving week. We did our 3 Thanksgiving games earlier in the week. This would be the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Dave Justice will kick off for the Ravens. From the 6-yard line, Gary Jefferson on the return. And Jefferson still churning and gets all the way out to the 36. Not a bad return for the 4th-year receiver out of Notre Dame. 1st and 10. Bengals at their own 36 as Max Johnson comes back out. .453 left on the clock. Plenty of time for the Bengals, but they're down by 2 scores. They've got to score and score early. They got to score quickly. Cincinnati comes out in the I formation. Johnson under center.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190.
Palmer in motion. Johnson draws back. Johnson looking. Johnson throws and throws it away. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 36. .449 left to play. Bengals come out. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Johnson in the shotgun.
Let's go. Brad 38.
Johnson draws back. Johnson throws and caught by Ryder Hicks. Down to the Raven 34-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain into Raven territory and a first down for the Bengals. Ryder Hicks in his 2nd year out of Oregon. First down, Cincinnati. Jimmy Jam with Kick and Uncle here today on this Wednesday. The first game of our doubleheader. 4:25 and counting. 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the Raven 34. Bengals down by 14. Johnson in the shotgun.
Let's go.
Johnson looking. Johnson throws. Caught by Palmer. And Chris Palmer down to the 19. A gain of 15 yards. Another Bengal first down. Chris Palmer, the rookie out of Florida. And the Bengals trying to make it a one-possession game. Cole Nelson on the tackle, number 22. He's the one that pushed him down. Four minutes and counting. Bengals at the Raven 19-yard line. They spread the receivers out. Four wide. Johnson in the gun. Johnson throws a screen pass to Granger. And Granger doesn't go very far. In fact, he loses a yard. Well, now they say no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. Lost about a half yard, actually. Coming up on 3.5 minutes left in regulation. Ravens up 28-14. Bengals come out. Everybody in tight. Single receiver wide. Johnson under center. Johnson to Granger. And Granger to the 18. A gain of 2 yards. Make it a gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. Ben Owens on the tackle. The 10th year defensive tackle out of Ohio State. It'll be 3rd and 9 from the 18-yard line. Two backs in the backfield. Johnson in the shotgun. 3rd and 9. Johnson hands off to Granger up the middle, and Granger gets the first down. 12 yards to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, Cincinnati. Time becoming a factor, though. 2:38 and counting. They have to score twice. It would behoove the Bengals to score here before the 2-minute warning. It would be to their advantage. They need to score like right about now. It'll be 1st and goal, Bengals from the Ravens 6. Bengals come out. Johnson under center. Johnson looking. Johnson in trouble now. Johnson throws back of the end zone. David Webb, touchdown, Bengals. A 6-yard touchdown catch by David Webb, the 4th-year receiver out of Arizona. And the Bengals have made it a one-possession game. Ravens lead it 28-20 with 2:17 left. Now the Bengals have to get the ball back. Luke Jones for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. 28-21. Ravens lead it. 2:17 left to play here in regulation. Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. We've got a good one going on here. Been raining throughout. I don't think Cincinnati will kick the onside kick, not with 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. They'll kick it away, and they'll trust their defense here. It's what I'd do. I'd kick it away. There's the kick. Clark on the return over the 25. And hold on, everybody. I'm getting a phone call. Hello? No, I'm good. I'm on the air now. All right. No, I'm good. All right. All right. Bye. They should know better than to call me when I'm in the middle of something like this. 1st and 10 for the Ravens at the 28-yard line. I wasn't able to call the kickoff return. The handoff to Woody Marks. And Marks to the 30-yard line, a gain of 2 yards. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning as the Ravens lead it 28-21 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. 2 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. The Bengals are going to start taking their timeouts now, trying to get a stop. The Ravens got 2 yards on first down. It'll be 2nd and 8 from their own 30. Cincinnati desperately trying to get the ball back. What the Ravens need is a couple of first downs here. They lead at 28-21. Everybody in tight. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Woody Marks up the middle, and Marks to the 33-yard line. And now the Bengals take a timeout. It'll be 3rd and 5. This is a huge third down coming up. Ravens have to convert. Bengals trying to force a 3 and out and get the ball back with a chance to tie this one up. Always exciting here at Jammin' Sports. And we have another one coming up. The Saints and the Bears will be in Chicago about 5 minutes after this one's over. 3rd and 5, 4 wide. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Marks. Gets the first down. That's huge. Marks stumbles across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 19-yard gain. The Bengals take a timeout. They only have one left. 1st and 10, Baltimore at the Cincinnati 48-yard line. It doesn't quite wrap it up yet for the Ravens, but close. The Bengals can still force a 3 and out and get the ball back with about 15 to 20 seconds left. Ravens can put this one to bed if they get another first down. Look for Baltimore to keep this on the ground. Force the Bengals to take that final timeout. If the Ravens hold on, they stave off elimination. They'll be 4 and 8, and the Bengals will drop to 4 and 8. 1st and 10. Harris under center. Harris to Marks, and Woody Marks to the 45, a 3-yard gain. The Bengals take their final timeout. It'll be 2nd and 7, 1:47 left. Another first down puts this one to bed. Kick and uncle, you're going to be 14 and 18. You'll be only 4 games under if the Ravens hold on, which I think they will. I'm not holding much hope for the Bengals right now, unless there's a turnover. I've seen stranger things. On 2nd and 7 from the 45. Harris, everybody in tight, single back. Harris hands off to Marks. Marks goes nowhere. It'll be 3rd and 7. Lacey Holmes on the tackle. Misty is on a roll. She's gotten 6 in a row right. She's going to be 67 and 61. Gracie's going to be 64 and 65. Third and 7 for the Ravens. They're just letting the clock roll. Let's see if they pick up a first down here in the offset eye. Harris, they're going to keep it on the ground. Marks plows forward out to the 42. It'll be 4th down, and they'll punt. That's smart. Penningetty is going to be 11 and 14. He missed this one. And Evil Dead is going to be 64, or 84, excuse me, and 68. Well, he keeps losing ground. And the Ravens are going to go for it on 4th down, which is kind of smart. Harris looking. Harris throws. Caught by Crowder. And they convert. 13 yards. That was ballsy, but it works. There's Evil Dead. Well, the Ravens, they played well today. They're In Evil Dead, you're down to 64 and 68. I hate to tell you that. 16 games over. We have the Saints and the Bears up next, as this one is almost in the books. There's the final score. Baltimore 28, Cincinnati 21. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Saints Bears up next.